morning, everybody. It's Denise at Fruity Paradise Island. I hope you're having a great day. I'm starting my day with my usual kale, alpha basil, and banana smoothies. So I already started blending all the kale with water so I wouldn't have to leave the bananas blending for too long. So I got the kale blended. Now I'll add some basil. And there's lots of greens, so I'm hoping 5 bananas will be enough to make it to my taste. 1, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5. And I'll also fill it with water. I like having lots of water in it, since I don't drink that much water on its own when it's this cold. During the summer I drink plenty, but not that much during this time of the year. This is one green smoothie. I put lots and lots of kale. Let's see. Let's see how this tastes. Luckily it's very cold. I love having it cold when I'm not too cold in the house. And yes, it does taste green, but that's what we need. Green. So this morning I thought of showing you how I start my sprouts. I'm thinking of Stacy from Alaska, hi, which I almost consider a friend now, even though we've only been communicating by YouTube for maybe 2 weeks, but she's so sweet, so nice, and so encouraging, and she's thinking about starting sprouts. I highly recommend it to all of you. Okay, so we'll turn here for the sprouting. This is my Fruity Paradise Island. I don't live on an island, but this is my island that we normally put our fruit stack, and we feel like we're in paradise when we're around it. Okay, so sprouting is super easy. I do it in mason jars, the large mouth mason jars. Okay, I get all my seeds from Mum's Sprouting Seeds. They're in Alberta or Manitoba. Where is it? Canada. Saskatchewan, sorry. They're from Saskatchewan. And shipping is free when you order for $25 or more, but believe me, it's not hard to order for more than $25. Huh? I like to buy large quantities and to have it for a long time. So from Mum's, check it out on the computer. You can have everything you need. So my regular sprouts that I like to make all the time is broccoli rabe. Okay, it has all the same advantages as broccoli, but it's much cheaper than broccoli sprouts because broccoli is very expensive. This is really a decent price, and it's in the same family, so I think it's good. They recommend to put 1 to 2 tablespoons. I always put too much seeds. I always end up having to separate my bottles into 2 or 3 bottles. I try to learn every time, but as you notice, I like things big in large quantities. So I'll put 3. Broccoli rabe is one of my favorite sprouts. They're tiny and a little bitter. They're just so good. So this one I normally put alone. Then I make a mixture of radish, because the radish sprouts are really strong, and on their own they like hit the brain. It's really strong. So I like to mix them with the rest. I think it's important that we eat them because they're really good to help congestion, mucus problems. And my children tend sometimes, well, a lot less since we don't have milk products anymore, but still, we heat the house with wood, so it's very dry. So this helps out. So I'll put 2 radishes. Then with the radish, I mix fenugreek. Okay. I'll put 2 of each. So you see, this one will have 6 tablespoons of seeds. So I'll definitely have to separate it in half in a few days when they've been sprouting and they grow immensely. And I mix that with red clover. Okay, so 1.5. There we go. And alfalfa, which everyone loves and loves. I grow on its own. Sorry, I'm on the side. Okay, I'm just trying to show you. So the alfalfa, I'll put 2. Yeah. Yeah, I'll make less and start it fresh more frequently. Okay, the radish I'm done with. And for today, the last but not the least is a crunchy bean mix. Okay, it's really, where is that camera? It's like, I'm dropping it all over. It is lentils, chickpeas, peas, okay, and the sprouts don't get long. They're just like short sprouts, and you can eat them raw, like while you're relaxing, instead of sunflower seeds or chips or peanuts. But personally, my family likes them either steamed a little bit or in the frying pan with a bit of water and vegetables, or I just throw it in soup. I had some left over that I put in the stew I made the other day. Okay, so very nourishing, protein and sprouted, so the energy's just vibrating. Now I'll just show you, not with all the bottles to not make it too long, but so for all the jars, I'll just cover the seeds with water and let them soak for 4 to 6 hours. The small seeds, like the broccoli or broccoli rabe, maximum 4 hours, the smaller they are. So I do 4 hours for all of them, really. Okay, so we'll just cover them all with water. Then I have these plastic covers that someone was so kind to give me. They have holes in them. The green ones have bigger holes, and the yellow ones have smaller holes to not let the seeds go through. If you don't have these covers, there's absolutely no problem. You buy some screen, like for a screen door. Be sure it's not metal so it doesn't rust, okay? Screen, and you just put it over the bottle. Use an elastic. The broccoli elastics are perfect. The elastics they put around broccoli stems. And if you don't have an elastic, you can always use the rim. But the problem with the rim is that it will rust long term. So only temporarily. You're much better off with elastics. Okay, so as I said, you fill them all with water. Let them soak. And after they've soaked for, say it's been soaking for 6 hours, you go empty, you shake it, empty it in the sink, and rinse it again. I didn't rinse it because it's not the real soaking time. I'll have to let it soak again. So what you want is for the bottle to be in an angle, okay? I have this super rack Look at my squash up there. I have this super rack that comes from a corner store. I think they used to have the chocolate bars or the gum on it. Anyway, we have lots of them. The kids hang their mittens on them downstairs to let them dry. But this one is for my Paradise Island. Okay, so you put them in an angle. The angle wasn't good without the piece of wood, so we add a piece of wood in the back so that it really can leak. All the water has to leak out. And I put, of course, a container under to collect the water. And you have to empty this at least once a day, otherwise they'll start smelling. So you empty that, wash it once in a while. So you put all your containers there. Okay, they'll all be there. I put 2 layers. Like I said, when I make a lot, I sell some to people. So I often have a lot going. I can put 2 layers. These will drip over these bottles, but it's okay, it will go in there after. And you rinse them twice a day, morning and evening, and you just put them back. And since I'm making a video pretty much every day to keep me on track, you can see my sprouts grow with me this week. Okay? And once they're ready, all you do is put them in a container. I like putting a paper towel under them so that they don't rot. They last much longer since the paper towel accumulates the humidity, the moisture, and they last at 2 weeks. I'm telling you, the first week they're more delicious, but even the second week they're fine. After that, they have a little flavor. But if you don't make too much at a time, you'll go through them. They're good in sandwiches, on salads, over soups, everywhere. They're really a must, I find, in a raw vegan's diet. Okay, it helps with the protein and so many minerals. They're all listed on internet. I know them pretty much by heart, but it would be too long to say them all this morning. So I'll let you go on that for now and hope you have fun sprouting. It's really worth it. You can save so much money. You have fresh organic greens all year round in your house. During the winter time, I also make some on dirt. I make sunflower shoots, buckwheat shoots, wheatgrass. So we have wheatgrass juice during the winter, but I don't do all that during the summer because we have so many greens already in the garden, and there are so many fruit flies. Sorry, I just checked my video and it's 12 minutes 40. Okay, bye.